When you speak and perhaps you forget a couple of words or it doesn't go as perfectly as you had hoped, do you beat yourself up? Do you sometimes find you are judging yourself while you're speaking and you can't be 100% present with the audience and focused because that little negative voice is chatting away? Today I want to share a tip that you can use, a little hack that will help you to stop judging yourself. But first, my name's Shola Kaye. I'm a speaking coach and a professional speaker based in London with clients all around the world, and I typically work with organisations and with business owners and people who want to advance their career with confident speaking. But let's look at the content, at the order of the day, which is how to stop judging yourself when you speak. Because quite often the judgment, the self-judgment can be worse than the actual little mistake or little problem that happened. And I know, for an example, as someone who is a professional singer, also, I think about 12, 15 years ago, I still remember now, right? But a while ago, I hired a stand at a big trade show. And as part of hiring the stand, I got a bit of an opportunity to sing on stage in front of a bunch of bookers, agents, etc. And I was singing a song, not a particularly tough song, but at a certain point in that song, there was a sort of challenging note and my voice broke on that high note. And I was mortified, I was embarrassed, and I thought, oh, this is so shameful. And I remember that when I got home, went to bed, couldn't sleep. I'm tossing and turning. Oh my gosh, I didn't sing that song right. Weeks and weeks after, I'm still lying in bed at night having sort of bad memories of this, not necessarily poor performance, but this one little moment in this song where it didn't go according to plan. And I know that a lot of you out there are similar, where you torture yourselves, you toss and turn and twist over little moments in speeches that didn't go right and you feel like you were a failure. How do we avoid this? Well, I was recently reading a book by an author called Stephen Guise, Guise, which is called How to Overcome, it's called How to Be an Imperfectionist. How to Be an Imperfectionist. And it's full of great tips and tricks. It's wonderful. I've actually written a sort of précis of the book and put it on my bathroom wall, and I look at it every day and just remember, okay, Shola, don't do this, don't do that, etc., to stop myself from being a perfectionist and not getting out there and putting myself out into the world. Regarding how to stop yourself judging yourself so harshly when things don't go to plan, one thing that Stephen Guise mentions in his book is the idea of looking at yourself in a binary way, looking at each performance or each public speaking performance in this case in a binary way, as in not how do I rate myself from 0 to 10, but did I do it or did I not do it? Because especially at the beginning where you need the opportunity to practice, you just need to get out there and get that sensation of what it's like to speak in front of an audience. It's not necessarily helpful to be rating yourself out of 100 every single time, or rating yourself out of 10 or out of 5. At the beginning, it's just get up on the stage, feel what it's like, and praise yourself for actually doing it. So that's where being binary comes in. Because what you want to do is look at it in terms of, was I successful or was I not successful? Success means I did it. Lack of success means I did not do it. I turned the opportunity down. I didn't turn up. I made an excuse on that day and took a sickie from work because I didn't want to speak. Whatever it is, if you did that, that's a 0. But if you turn up, regardless of whether you forgot some lines, regardless of whether you stumbled a bit or you were shaking, doesn't matter. That is a 1. You did it. And so thinking in this binary fashion, what it does is it stops you from judging yourself so harshly. It's much easier to be successful because all you need to do to be a success is just get on the stage and deliver the speech in whatever form it comes out of your mouth, right? And early on, that can be enough. And as you naturally do more and more speaking, you will improve. You will improve. And you don't need that harsh voice of judgment early on that is going to stop you or get in the way of all those opportunities to practice. So that's why being binary about this can be so helpful. Now, I'm not saying that you produce the same kind of maybe quite basic level performance time and time and time again, and you keep saying, oh, well done, I did it. Well done, I did it. Obviously, you want to be growing and improving each time. But let the success measure be, I did it. And then naturally, you'll be improving every time anyway, because with practice, you get better. I hope that helps. Just a short one today, but be binary. If you're stopping yourself with that harsh voice of judgment, be binary. If I go back to that song that I sang all those years ago, if I could have just thought, well, flipping heck, I spent the money on my first trade show, I got a stand together, I hired all the lights and things that I needed for my stand, I got a really nice backdrop together, and I sang on stage and I got through it. Boom, that was a success. That should have been enough. That should have been enough, rather than torturing myself for weeks because it didn't go absolutely perfectly. So I hope you can take that and do something with it and hopefully learn from it. Fantastic book, How to Be an Imperfectionist by Stephen Guise. If you are looking at ways to improve your public speaking, then I've got my own book, How to Be a Diva at Public Speaking, which is here. Not just for women, even though the cover is pink. And there's lots of good tips in there. Lots of men have read it too. But I hope that this idea of being binary is helpful to you. Please do get in touch for one-to-one coaching, or if you need someone to come along and deliver some training at your company, whether in the UK or overseas. I do travel. And I look forward to seeing you for another podcast or another video blog. Take care. Bye.